the cloud as I shall, and I'm going to find, there's my music. I do like a little music. Oh, and I'd like for you to just find your space. You have your very own private Qigong practice space where you practice Qigong privately, but with us all together. Oh, and so come into your space and just give yourself some movement, letting yourself bop around a little bit. Before everyone else popped on, I read a quote from some book. I have lots of books, I like to read. So you're just moving around. I'm just going to read you this quote while I move around a little bit. And it is that mind is not static. It is a vibrating mass of conscious energy and is molded into whatever shape you give it. And I dig, because I think that's true. I find it to be true. So there you are, moving around. And actually, let's go ahead and swing your arms. Let's just keep the movement going a little bit of kind of warming ourselves up, swinging your arms. Careful not to whack a friend or to whack a furniture. Yourself nice arm swings, and it's as though tension is just flowing off of your fingertips. Find a sigh. It's just nice to move in the morning. Let your arms come back down to center. Root through your feet. Let's do some twisty arm swings. Very gentle twisties. Nice gentle twisty arm swings. Then maybe your arms hit your body. Maybe your front hand hits your chest and your back hand hits your kidney adrenal line. Again, you're just breathing, relaxing. Finding a smile. Our movement practice encourages us to come into our body to unwind habits and patterns that might be just unconscious and sometimes unhelpful. And that's why posture is always practiced. Also coming back to center now. And I'd like for you to, after all of that movement, see if you can find a Qigong stance. Let your feet sink into the earth, feeling supported by the earth beneath you. And from there, you're lifted up from the earth. You're supported and lifted through the crown of your head towards the heavens. And a human is this point between heaven and earth. Letting your shoulders relax and soften. Seeing if your shoulders can stack over your hips. Seeing if your ears can stack over your shoulders. Finding a softness and openness through your joints of your shoulders, your elbows, your wrists, hands, and fingers. Letting your eyes soften and notice your breath. See if your breath can assist you with your posture. When we find a tall spine, we're often able to breathe a little easier. Little adjustments are consistently being made just all the time, little adjustments in your posture. seeing if you can find this balance between softness, between that yin, that support, and yang, activity of openness, expansion. Yin is solid, yang is open, yin is receptive, and yang is expressive. And we're finding a balance between those characteristics within ourselves. Now we're going to start to move slowly. I'd like for your arms to come to your sides, and then you're just going to rise and fall, letting your arms lift to about chest height, and then they lower. Moving as though through gentle resistance. Notice where your mind is right now, and come back into your movement. Allow yourself to focus on this gentle rise and fall. Maybe your breath goes along with you. Inhaling as you lift, exhaling as you lower. Rise. Fall. Softness and structure. Shaping the container for your consciousness. Let your arms sink down, and we'll smooth things out. Shifting your weight, maybe lifting a foot, or even finding a high march. Some enjoy a little added challenge. This is more about feeling that support of the earth. February is such a fun month. It lasts for like just a couple days. But also, here before you know it, the bubblings, the ephemeral flowers will start to come up. We'll see this, and it'll be beautiful. You can feel the first stirrings of that new life, the yang energy rising. Coming back to center, sink your feet into the earth. Bring your hands to your dantian and envision that there are roots coming down from each of your feet, sinking into the earth. Intermingling with the roots of other plants and trees. And imagining yourself in a beautiful natural environment. Feeling this connection with the earth, the softness of the soil as your roots draw down, the nutrients, the richness, maybe even the scent of the earth. Sensing a warming, a lifting. And we'll part the clouds. Bring your hands in front of your dantian, drawing that energy up from the bottoms of your feet, through your legs, and your dantian, all the way up through your torso, through your shoulders, your neck, the crown of your head, your arms, your fingertips. It's like a tree drawing up the sugars, that sap rising towards the branches to fuel the creation of new leaves that can open up and absorb the sunshine. Wow. What a miraculous world you are a part of. One more time, coming up, bringing that sap up to your branches. A little lower your arms down. Let's roll the shoulders up to the ears and back down a little bit. And then a few times, getting into your upper back. There's a few ways we can really help to release stress and tension in your shoulders and your neck. One is through the hands. So let's rub the hands together and give our hands a little bit of a massage. Never a bad idea when it's chilly outside. Interlace your fingers and just give them a nice little rub, like you're meticulously putting on hand cream. Put some hand cream on this morning. I was feeling very dry. And when you do this, you don't realize, you don't think about it, but to know that when you massage your hands, it's going to release tension up in your shoulders, your arms. Let's massage some specific points. I'm just going to move closer so you can see. We're going to come to the space between your first finger and your thumb, the hagu point, the large intestine acupuncture and acupressure point, helpful in letting go, releasing. It's good for respiration. Lots of people have been getting the respiratory illnesses and all the different illnesses that are just kind of flaring up. And we want to keep our immune functioning nice and balanced. Some of us have autoimmune issues too. So we want it to be balanced, not just like, let's make this work real hard. It's, let's balance it out. And this is a good point for that. Some other good points for immune function and balance are between each finger, the bashi points. So just the little webbing between each finger. Your hands are going to feel a lot more open. You don't even realize how much tension you feel in your hand until you do. So your little bashi points. Do each one, just giving it a little squeezeroo, rolling the webbing between your fingers. Breathing, relaxing your shoulders. Posture's practice. Maybe you work with this posture still, even as we're doing these kind of hand massage acupressure experience. Maybe you're still finding tall spine. Find tall spine. Bring your, let that hand go actually. Just one hand, just kind of move it and spread your fingers and make a fist. Wrist, move your wrist around a little bit. I want to do just a couple more on this hand. One is in the center of your palm. That's your Lao Gong. In the center of the palm, relaxing the space around your heart. And so then you can breathe a little easier. Breathing a little easier. And then we'll do your wrist. Just rub your inner wrist. Sometimes people have a little acupressure bracelet, where you can kind of for nausea, or I've seen people use them for nausea, for car sickness, for just vertigo also. This is the triple warmer, the three heater, the dantians. So lower dantian we focus on, but there's also the middle dantian, which is a lot about digestion, the upper dantian, which is about sort of taking in information. The lower dantian is real solid and it's transformative. Now let's just do the other hand. And so we're going to start with that space between the first finger and the thumb. And if it's tender, just gentle. We don't need to create more tension than there already is. We just want to observe. Be nice to yourself. Keep poking around, breathing. Can you just pay attention and soften? You can sigh. You can find an upright posture again. Play with your posture. Do this when you're just walking around, doing whatever you're doing. Play with your posture. It's good for balance. Strengthens your deep stabilizer muscles that support not just upright posture and balance, but also the location of your internal organs. We like them to stay where we want them. We're gonna do our fingers between each webbing, the webbing between each finger, giving it a little massage. A massage, webbing. Going from one to the next. Shoulders relax, take a deep breath and let it go. And when your mind wanders, you're like, you can do this and think about other stuff. Can you come back to just feeling the webbing between your fingers? Oh, last one. Give it a little squeeze-a-roo. Soften, notice, breathe. Let's come to the space. Actually, first, let's move that wrist around a little. Move your wrist, open, close your hands. And then let's massage the Lao Gong on this side. We assign value to everything. And we're trying to release that value assignment. So it's not inherently like better or worse to do anything. You know, it's we get real fixated on more, harder, faster, better, stronger, very external, very yang, but we need to really allow and encourage the flow of yin and that support and nourishment from within. I'm gonna do your wrist, the triple burner. Giving it a massage. This is gonna feel good. You're gonna be like, oh, my hands feel nice. Or you're gonna just notice later today that your neck feels a little more relaxed. And it's because you did all this. Oh, you're gonna take your outer pinky edges of your hands and we're gonna hit them together. Shoulders relax. This is another shoulder release technique. This is the small intestine meridian. The small intestine is the royal food taster. You know, each organ, the different organs, not all of them, but many of the organs of the body have little personalities. And the royal food taster, that's where we absorb the majority of nutrients from the foods we eat. And also it's thought of as that's where we kind of absorb the nutrients from the information we take in. And some of it is not nutritious. We need to be, focus more on enjoying nutrient information, nutrient-rich information, stuff that's uplifting and enjoyable and helpful for your functionality. Let it go. Just feel your hands. Just let your hands just kind of like they're almost like you're facing the sun, like you have your palms facing up and you're standing in the sun and the sunlight is shining on your face and on the palms of your hands, and you can feel all of the little tinglies or sensations through your hands. What an aliveness. And smile. Take a deep breath and let it go. Bring your hands to face each other, open and close. Maybe your breath wants to come along with you as you move slowly. Next time your hands come towards each other, let's separate heaven and earth, pressing one hand up and one hand down and push. As much of a stretch as feels good. To center. Slowly. Mind wanders. Can you come back to right now? Maybe even finding an inhale when you come to the top. Breathing naturally, of course, and then at the top as you stretch, see if you can take a deep breath. Stretching your intercostal muscles from the inside as well as your external movements doing it. One more time on each side. You don't have to extend terribly high. Back to center, hands face each other, open and close. We're going to turn and look at the moon. Be really gentle with yourself. Lengthen through your spine and then rotate and place the moon up in the sky. When you come back to center, see if you can press through your feet, lengthen through the crown of your head, and then your oscillation. Shaping the container for your consciousness. Each side. Coming back to center. Allow your arms to release down. Make some movements with your wrists, your ankles. Shake out your hands, reroot your feet, and find that stance again. Posture is practice. Taking a deep breath and letting it go. Return to the sensation of roots drawing down. Kind of find their way from your dantian down your legs, down into the earth. Feeling nice and rooted. Constant bear. Bring your hands to form a ball and rotate. So a little bit more rotation. But with that sense of solidity through your lower body, feeling supported in transition. Finding a balance between yin and yang. You make your way to one side, doesn't matter which one, pause. Parting horse's mane. Upper hand lowers, lower hand comes up, and the hands gently pass each other. Gaze follows the upper fingertips. Form the ball on the other side. And the next time you form a ball, pause. Move the ball back to constant bear. See if you can transition to constant bear. Bringing your mind back to the sensation in the hands, to moving slowly, finding a gentle smile. To your breath. And coming back to center. And then press your hands down. Let's smooth things out. Maybe your hands feel warm or they feel tingly, and that's your energy moving through them. That's this opening of the tissues. That's this flow of blood. It's really neat to sense more what's going on inside of your body. Imagine a world where all children are born and taught how to work with their body, how to understand their influence on their own physiology. Coming back to center. Let's find a bow stance. Selecting a side. As your hands come to your dantian, Finding an upright spine. You have that rootedness again. Come back to the sense of your rooty all the way from the dantian coming down into the earth. You're nice and solid and supported. And from here, we're going to push through grass, pressing and opening up. Shift your weight forward and back. Gently moving through tall grasses. From that place of solidity, that warming yang energy making its way up through your legs, into your dantian, up through your spinal column, throughout your organs and tissues and cells, expressing itself through your hands. Notice your breath. Perhaps you find an exhale as you press forward and an inhale as you draw back in. Can you sense the air on your skin? Keeping your spine upright, resisting the urge to hinge or lean forward. The next time your hands press out, lower them down, let them come to your dantian and make your way back to center, pausing here. Rooted from your dantian down your legs into the earth. Gathering that energy, drawing that warming yang energy up through your legs, through your dantian, fueling your own experience, assisting you with feeling a sense of presence, a sense of moving in a direction of joy. Even through such subtle activities as this one right now, shaping the container for your consciousness. In fact, bring your hands out in front of you like you're holding a ball, and I want you to just kind of feel the ball. Just roll the ball. Playing around, imagining, envisioning, visualizing the sensation of the smoothness, shaping your consciousness. Of this smooth, shiny ball. Maybe you can envision it like a ball filled with light, warmth. Envision the texture of the ball on your fingertips, your hands, just sensing it. Relaxing your shoulders, maintaining solidity through your lower body, supported by the earth, all the way up to your dantian. Very yin in nature compared to your upper body that's very yang and moving and lighter and flowing. You have to have that support to be able to move with purpose as opposed to being scattered. Bring your hands to the dantian again. Make your way to the other side to push through grass, finding a nice tall spine. You're anchored and rooted from here down. And begin to move. You can still, of course, shift. Your little roots under the ground can shift. You do so very gently in harmony with all of the other little roots in the ground. And as you move, that wonderful yang energy gently flows up through your lower body into your upper body, encouraging your movement to come from that place of solidity and warmth, a place of kindness and compassion. Notice your breath. The texture of the air on your skin. Just where your mind is gone, come back to your breath. Come back to the sense of being supported. Some more pressing out. Lower your hands to your dantian and come back to center. Rooting into the earth. And bring your arms alongside of you. We're going to bring down the heavens, reaching up as you inhale. Exhaling down the front of your body. From that place of being rooted and supported, we're better able to bring in information, to digest, to process, to release, to function very well in this world of variables, in this world of duality that we experience. Your practice assists you in shaping that container for your consciousness, through your movement, through your breath, through subtleties, through whatever you notice. To come back to that balance between yin and yang. One more time, reaching up and drawing down. Sink back into your Qigong stance. Practice your posture. Notice your breath. Relax your jaw. And bring a hand to your heart and a hand to your belly. Feel your breath. Feel your heartbeat. Feel the warmth and gentle pressure of your hands on your body. Find a smile, smiling into your breath, into your body, into your experience of life. And offer yourself kindness, compassion, peace, and love. Bring your palms together in Anjali Mudra, offering gratitude to yourself for your practice today. The light in me sees and honors that light in each of you. Namaste, friends. And I thank you so much for your practice. It is always just an honor to get to be with you.